Hello, I'm back. I took an extended break again, but I'm back. Welcome back to my reaction video for Opie and Anthony, Jim Norton and Anthony Camilla, or me in part 2, Supercut. We're starting at 8 hours, 21 minutes, and 37 seconds. If you want to interact with me further, just go to my YouTube profile, click on my bio, and there's a bunch of links for you. Let's do it.
Where's my special guest?
Guess you're gonna have to wait after you pee.
Do you know who it is? No, I know I'm going to be monumentally disappointed. It's by Steve Carlisi. I came in on a Monday. That's great.
No, that never happened.
That's great. That's great, Carson. Taking Mondays off like fucking Johnny.
We set up a very special guest for Jimmy for his birthday. That was yesterday.
Who's my guest?
Why did I get a Google
Google alert?
a Google alert? Thank you.
Yeah.
About the very special guest that's going to be on the show today.
Oh, I
That's
didn't
why
see
I'm
that.
asking. Do you know who the guest is?
I honestly do not.
Because everybody else does. Jimmy.
I do not.
Oh my
Because
God!
it was a Google alert early this morning
I
or
do not
late
know.
last night. Wouldn't Steve, as executive producer, make sure that this didn't make a Google alert anywhere?
You would think.
Is my
If it's a surprise,
Where's my special guest?
in about a half hour, Jimmy.
Oh, not here yet.
No, I thought, no, not here yet. Could someone ask Steve why it made a Google alert for real? Does he take phone calls on his days off?
No, he's off.
He doesn't even take calls?
No,
The executive producer doesn't take calls? Steve's not answering.
Why? He's probably sleeping.
It's his day off.
Let me get this right.
He's a man of leisure.
Let me get this right. The executive producer for the show now has Mondays off for how long?
Indefinitely. He said for the foreseeable future.
And the bosses have no problem with this.
They said they legally can't do anything about it. Like literally, possibly for a year.
Does Anthony and I have this many days that we never took?
No.
That's
Well,
all.
Steve,
What do you mean, no?
Steve would check, but he's off today. So he can't. He's not going to get to that today.
Yeah, can we just indefinitely take Mondays off?
Steve would have to contact
Have we collected
HR.
enough days
what
off
about
like
our-
these guys?
What about our days?
Exactly.
Do we have sicky days?
Well, then what day is Steve going to take off?
Yeah.
Wait, Steve, I thought this Monday thing was for a few Mondays. Like,
No. For the foreseeable future, possibly for a year, 52 weeks.
He gets a paid
so
3
our
day
executive
weekend.
producer is now working 4 days a week.
Well, before
On top of deciding out of nowhere he doesn't feel like doing the Opie and Anthony website anymore.
you
Steve Carlisi.
How is he helping our fucking show?
before you get upset,
Carlisi.
before you get upset, he explained it to me in very justifiable terms. A couple weeks ago, he said him and his fiance were getting married. He said we're getting married this weekend, so this Monday and every Monday for the foreseeable future, I'm taking off.
The Prius. I pick one up. If you have the means, I highly recommend you pick one up.
Holy shit!
Boo, boo. I'm a man of leisure.
And he wonders why none of his guys respect him. He's the guy that's supposed to be setting the example, and now he has decided he doesn't need to work Mondays for a show that's really important to this company, for a show that works their balls off. As much as we fucking fool around and joke about it, we work our asses off.
He told
That's
E-Rock.
so fucking insulting to every fucking person here.
He told he.
Greg Hughes, it's Mr. Carlisi. You're an asshole.
How does this work for a company?
Pay off.
Swing better, swing better, swing better, swing better.
Let's shake it up, baby, now. Twist and shout. So the gay parade floats.
I want to eat in that restaurant. I'm going to make a fake reservation with my new stomach.
Chez Louis.
The internet king of New Jersey.
Yes.
Abe
Don't you know
Froman.
me? I'm Abe Froman, the internet king of Jersey. Look, the Foundry logo's on everything.
God damn.
He's lost me too, man. Steve has lost me.
He told E-Rock to start taking Fridays off.
Oh, you did?
Yes, that was his advice to E-Rock.
For the last few weeks, it's
My
been
advice to you is to start drinking heavily.
Wait, his advice is to have the whole staff taking days off, making our lives miserable because, I mean, as much as we beat these guys up, they make our jobs so much easier. So much easier, and a few of them are underpaid. So now Steve has decided he gets Mondays off, and he's now suggesting E-Rock take Fridays off.
Yes.
Well, that
Yeah.
puts us in a real shitty fucking position, Steve.
certainly
Thanks
does.
for caring about the guys that brought you up in this fucking business. All right, listen. Steve gets Mondays off. E-Rock gets Fridays off. I'm grabbing Wednesdays.
Oh,
I get
Yeah.
Wednesday. Middle of the week,
Midweek.
nice. Turns
I
it
want-
into 2 short fucking, like, work weeks.
I want Tuesdays from 8:15 to 8:25.
You got it.
Do the math. Only Tuesdays.
And what day you want off?
Well,
Sunday.
I thought, yes.
How does this help our show?
Janine had a good one here, I guess because he's taking days off. And that's how you executive reduce. Very good, very funny. I want Thursdays. Oh, yeah.
A family member has days off, and you give him crap? You're an asshole.
Oh, you got that down.
I fucking love that. Oh, God.
What's
damn.
management's
kiss for Daddy? Daddy.
What's management's position in this whole thing?
they can't really do anything about it. They're obviously, when you look at them, they are extremely frustrated that this is the way it's worked out, and
But
that
shouldn't
people
they
are.
demand that, like, Steve takes a week off at a time, so then that's like, you get 1 week, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Instead
but-
of every Monday really fucks up the rhythm of what we're trying to do here. It really does.
Legally, they can't say you have to do this with your days. So while a rational human being would say, oh, well, since my job is to make the show sound better, maybe I won't take every Monday off. Steve, all he sees is days, so he goes, oh, days for me, days for me. Like, some of us on the staff all said, oh, well, this means that we can now take vacation when the show takes
Yeah.
vacation, and here and there we could take a day off. We could at least just sit on them and feel comfortable knowing that if we have an off day.
Management has to understand how this fucks us up. When he's gone on Monday, we then realize how shitty he is when he's
Yes.
here.
Yes.
So we need him to actually take all the time off.
If he could have
Because
5
now-
days off a week,
Yes,
the
'cause-
show would run so
'cause
much
we
better.
see, like, Monday, like today, is great that he's not here. But now we know that he's coming in the rest of the week, and it fucks us up.
Sucks.
Yes.
Just so you know how productive his workspace is, we have a garbage can in his seat, and it's getting
Yeah,
more
it's
work
usually-
done.
It's usually there every day of the week.
You could actually prove that the garbage can is getting more work done than Steve.
I think it's taking phone
Awesome.
calls.
Taking phone calls. Is it scrolling?
God.
You haven't asked it a question yet. you have to ask.
Yes. Life
Real.
goes by pretty fast. If you don't take vacation time, you'll miss out on it. Yes. Rooney, I'll be there for my check on Friday. Unbelievable.
Dude, you know what? If you have all those days, it's good to know you have them. Then every
Yeah.
once in a while, you're like, you know what? I'm going to take a day off. But to actually make it every Monday
Foreseeable future.
and say the foreseeable future is that's ridiculous. Like, I think if somebody
Every Monday here on in.
This is what he said. I think if somebody told most of us you have 70 days off, we'd probably all be like, that's awesome, and realize we'll probably never actually use 70 days.
7 days.
Steve immediately grabbed his calendar and marked 70 days that he would
70 Mondays.
dude, that's a before the next brilliance of comedy. I just got to say, it's a big fuck you to me, Aunt Jimmy, Danny,
Is it?
E-Rock,
Mind your
Sam,
P's and Q's,
Travis.
Buster, and remember who you're dealing with. Steve C. Gonna go stare at a Monet. It's Steve Carlisi's day off.
Thank you for
Making me so gay.
picture show. There he is.
Ah, God damn, man.
Yes.
He just hopes you guys don't see him while he's in the parade.
John Shane. He'll steal a taxi from us.
Yeah. Anthony will look over and say, is that Steve?
Steve? What? Yes. Look, I'm on the float. Scandinavian women are
Without Q.
without you.
There's Steve in his vest.
Yes, it's my best.
But he's a fan of that pattern anyway. That leopard print.
Try calling him. See if you can get him on the phone, Travis.
We've called him about 50 times.
Oh, okay.
With him not
And he
answering.
knows we're calling. What a fucking dick.
It's his day off.
Yeah, but he
Was he sleeping in?
No, he's checking out a ball game.
He's not even supposed to be here today.
he never bothered telling.
Remember what we were talking about yesterday?
Wrong movie,
What movie did Travis reference?
Clerks. Nobody was talking about Clerks.
You're a fool.
Clerks. He went to work in Clerks.
Saying I'm not even supposed to be here means, yeah, he went to work. So your whole fucking thing doesn't even work. You stink.
If Steve had come in on Sunday, it would be like Clerks.
Right.
If he works 6 days, he works 4 days, though. It's more like
Furthest
Ferris
situation from
Bueller.
Clerks ever.
Well, the talent coach who's working with Nick Cannon, supposedly, allegedly, here in New York City, has a Super Bowl bit.
Yeah. This talent coach is horrible.
You want to try this one? We tried the other bits.
All right, I haven't looked at it.
All right, well,
I
let me
haven't
read
even
this to
looked
you.
at it.
With the Super Bowl this weekend, do the Super Bowl seduction.
All right. Enough right there. What the fuck is the Super Bowl seduction?
Funny you should ask. This bit is great because it marries two things, the talent coach writes.
Yes, men.
eHominy.
And Steve wonders, because we just heard your FU promo where you're shoving dildos up your ass that are attached to the fucking refrigerator.
Suction cups.
Exactly.
So stop wondering, because that's a vivid imagination that seems to be based on some kind of weird fucking life experience.
How do you come up with that?
A dildo and a refrigerator is two favorite things.
Speaking of marrying
These
the
are a few of my favorite things.
Yes, big balls and hard cocks and sweaty man assholes. Taking off Mondays.
Big giant ass folds.
Little teeny stomachs and twinks that like to sing.
These are a few of my gay things.
And lots of shit on my ding-a-ling.
Getting more info. D-Boy wrote the promo, though. Steve just acted in it. He was too...
Docking and gaping and smelling some ball sack. Taking some days off and not catching any flack.
Wearing flame clothing and branding my site. Shit.
A few of my favorite things.
Yes. If I were in the Bible, I'd be a sodomite.
Shit.
Well, he couldn't wait to act in the
Of course.
in the fucking promo that D-Boy wrote. I don't know. Maybe we could change up the FU promo.
Yeah.
Suck your cup
Prancing
dildos.
around in Lane Bryant blouses.
Oh, yeah.
Tying a string to the tails of mouses.
All of my friends have beards for spouses.
We got Steve C on the line. Steve C.
A little mouse.
Steve C.
Yes, blowjobs and handjobs and cum on my whiskers.
Oh, God damn him. Fisting and felching and burping up cum. I am just lazy. People think it's dumb. Sorry, Steve.
Is he just back there, just sitting there, shaking
I
his
don't know
head?
what he's
Let's
doing.
see
No, because
why.
he's not listening.
Yeah, I don't listen.
Yeah, he didn't really know about the talent coach this morning, which was a little strange because
No.
we did a whole bit on it. Was he out Friday? Is that his excuse, though? But we did like an hour on the talent
Was he?
coach, and then he got confused. Yes, Sam.
Sam's got to come in with a little report.
He's listening now.
Oh, is he?
And he's yelling at me because I keep going in to find out if he's listening, which he still is. And he's yelling about it. Somebody finding the Grammy.
Why is he yelling?
I mean, the
Danny can find that in
Oscar
seconds.
nominations.
We can find that in seconds. That's easy. We don't need the audio. We just need the fucking list.
That's what I told him, but
Yeah.
he was too busy listening to the song about him being a gay, lazy guy.
Let's go
He's
back.
just-
We got Steve C on the line. Steve C.
Yes, men's nuts and donuts and French fried potatoes, finding a way to fuck the refrigerator.
San Francisco and Maine and places that are for us, gargling with cum like it's Lavorus.
Jesus, Jimmy. You got it in, though. You got it in.
Yeah, I had to shoehorn.
It was a bit of a shoehorn. but
Quick,
you
look
got
at the
it in.
TV. Who is that without seeing the name?
I know who that is.
Oh, you do? Okay.
RuPaul.
Yeah.
Wow, does he have the AIDS now?
No, he's just going on. I did Red Eye with him once. He goes out like that now.
No, but he looks very, very thin.
A little mustache.
Putting my mouth near a fat glory hole. I hope someone cute is sitting on the pole.
Let's go to Steve C. Steve C. Steve, go.
This is Mike in Boston.
Okay.
Well,
No,
Steve.
you're. See, goodbye.
Bit ruiner.
Yeah, dudes, you got to sacrifice your fucking name and just be Steve C.
Having my butt fucked while he calls me Stevie, taking some cum from Governor McGreevy.
Let's go to Steve C on line one. Steve C.
Farting out jelly on my partner's belly.
Explaining why my tongue is always smelly. All right. Just silly.
Well, we should play. If we're doing this, we should do this now.
The Opie and Anthony Show proudly presents A Journey Through Time, as seen through the eyes of Steve Carlisi. Neil Armstrong, July 16th, 1969.
One small step for man, one giant cock in my behind.
Lyndon B. Johnson, March 31st, 1968.
I shall not seek, nor shall I accept another term as your producer.
John F. Kennedy, January 20th, 1961.
Ask not what your producer can do for you, because it's nothing.
Franklin Roosevelt, March 4th, 1933.
There is nothing to fear but hard work.
Abraham Lincoln, June 1858.
A man divided against his own sexuality cannot stand, however he can kneel and grab his toes.
Patrick Henry, March 23rd, 1775.
Give me liberty or give me cum. I'll take cum or both, but not just liberty. Liberty is nice, but not without cum it's not.
This has been A Journey Through Time, as seen through the eyes of Steve Carlisi.
Fucking bravo. Fucking bravo. Fucking bravo, man. Holy shit.
I take both. Holy shit. God damn it.
How the fuck is that funny? Let's go to Steve C. Steve C, what's up?
Good morning, good turbos and assholes and PVC tubing.
Taking it in the shitter without any lubing.
Steve C on the line. Steve.
Cock rings and ball gags and assholes that are tight. I will be swallowing man juice all night.
God damn it.
Growing a goatee to hide my stretch marks.
What the fuck? Oh, wow. Wow. Here's Steve C on the line. Steve C.
Tilting my head back and gargling semen, making my pregnant wife dress up like He-Man, sucking a penis through my wedding ring. The These are a few of my favorites.
Okay. Don't be bringing spouses into it.
Yes.
That's where it gets unfun.
Yeah.
We happen to like his wife very much.
Yes.
We can't stand him,
Yes.
but we like his wife very
We happen to like her and want to just hug her and go, we're very sorry.
Yeah. If she just gets rid of him, we could have a nice relationship. Let's say hi to Steve C. Steve C.
Thinking I'm a rock star when I'm big as a house is. Dancing around in fat women's blouses. Out.
He did it fucking right. Let's go to Steve C. Steve C.
Lesbian videos and huge fucking logos.
He doesn't even need the rest.
Nah.
Something with homos.
Yes. Steve C. Steve? Yes, Steve.
It's pink socks and hard talks and multiple days off.
One more. Steve C, everyone. Steve?
Steve C.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah. Passing the asshole of my partner Dom, starring in websites like meatspin.com.
When the poodle barks, when the soup spills, or that would be broth. When I'm feeling bad, I simply get some shit on my dick, and then I don't feel so sad. Oh, shit.
This is a perfect time to go to the phone. We got Lindsay Williams, the oil expert slash
I love the
world
bionic woman.
slash the world
What?
is ending guy. It's a guy.
Oh.
You got a girl's name.
Hi.
Hi, Lindsay.
Good morning, and thank you so very much for allowing me to privilege of being on the Opie and Anthony show.
Yes.
The real story of the Gulf of Mexico BP oil disaster.
Yeah, well, for the people out there that don't know, because I know a lot about you, what's your background there, Lindsay Williams?
Well, I had executive status with the 9 major oil companies that built the Trans-Alaska Oil Pipeline with Alaska Pipeline Service Company, and of all things, was given this status because of being chaplain on the pipeline. It gained an element of respect with some of the top oil company people in the world, and I have had the opportunity of knocking on that door when something like this Gulf of Mexico disaster takes place, and they have given me the real story so that I can tell the American people what's happening.
Oh.
All right, so you got a little experience in that field. So,
and you got the real story.
What is the real story?
The real story basically is that BP Oil Company was attempting to do what Russia did. Back in 1970, the Russians drilled the first super deep oil well, Kola SG-3, went down to 40,230 feet. Since then, they've drilled 310 other successful wells and found fossil fuel. No, they didn't find fossil fuel. They found abiotic oil. And as a result, Russia, as of this year, has become the world leader, bypassing Saudi Arabia, of the world's supplier of crude oil. And as a result, BP decided they wanted to do the same thing Russia did. The only thing is, Russia had sense enough to do it on land. Wouldn't cause any trouble. BP was so stupid, and I use the word very readily, BP was so stupid as to go out in the Gulf of Mexico
Careful
and
with those S words.
drill a super deep well off of a floating platform, not even anchored to the bottom of the ocean, using sophisticated GPS equipment in order to keep that platform in place.
They were using GPS?
Yeah,
that is stupid.
This is utterly stupid. The government of the United States of America should have never issued permits for BP to do this. The government is just as much to blame as BP is, and they attempted to do it in ocean water that was 5,000 feet deep. Now, 5,280 feet is 1 mile, and then they drilled into the depth of the ocean, 25 to 30,000 feet. Now, suppose for a moment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Suppose was a rough one.
That
was a rough one.
Right.
And all of a sudden, you look down when the pilot says we're at cruising altitude.
Oh, my God, that was really bad.
How deep?
That's really bad, sir.
The pilot says we're at cruising altitude.
Wow.
Yeah, cruising altitude of the modern jet is somewhere around 30 to 35.
Somewhere around. Wait, it somewhere around what?
Around 30 to 35,000 feet. And
Wow.
that's the depth in the ocean that BP was trying to drill a super deep well.
Don't say super again.
That is super deep.
Wow.
That is a super deep well.
So
yeah, they hit something so catastrophic and unexpected that they could not contain it.
Wow. So now, how are they supposed to? What I'm hearing is this is unfixable.
On what?
Unfixable.
Yes, exactly right. It is unfixable. They hit a stratum of oil with such high pressure that it burst every safety valve they had. There was nothing.
Every safety valve?
Yeah, every safety valve on the well was burst. Even the fail-safe valve, which is the one that's supposed to work when everything else fails, and it blew.
I like the
entire rig
16-ounce
and they
sausage.
hit pressures at such high pressure that it destroyed the maximum efforts of human science to contain it.
So science? Human science couldn't even can't contain this now. You're saying?
No oil company on the face of the earth has ever hit oil pressures such as this, and they've never drilled into a strata of oil. Even Russia, when they went 40,000
Holy shit,
feet, did not hit anything like this. Let me give you an example.
All right.
At Prudhoe Bay, Alaska, the wellhead pressure on a well there is around 1,500 pounds. Now, let's compare this. The automobile that you're driving, the tire is 35 PS.
I drive an Escalade.
Big truck tires 100 pounds per square inch. BP hit pressures in the Gulf of Mexico of between 20 and 70,000 pounds per square inch.
70,000 pounds per square inch?
Yes, this is beyond human technology to contain it, and every safety valve they had blew, and as a result, today...
Speaking of drilling things into the ground, right.
The entire American economy.
For the whistle anthem.
So what does this mean, sir? Are we going to ever stop this fucking leak? Is it going to destroy the world? Is it going to destroy the economy? Let's get down to this.
Well, the first thing I asked was when I contacted the people in the know who will tell you what's really going on behind the
Where's
story.
the know?
I said, what are you going to do about this? And they said there is only one possibility of stopping this Gulf of Mexico oil disaster, and that is a nuclear device. But, and oh my goodness, when they said but, I could hear the fear in their voices. I said, what do you mean?
You heard the fear in their voice?
He said it'll take at least 4 months to drill an angle drill in order to go down to it to even attempt to plant the nuclear device. And he said,
a nuclear device? That's crazy.
4 months of this, you will find there will be set up in somewhere in the neighborhood of 125,000 barrels per day. And Matt Simmons said that just the other day. He's one of the leading oil men of the world, very well respected, 25 years in the business. And he said that there is coming out of that well right now 125,000 barrels.
Wait, sir, could you repeat that?
How many?
Yeah, that sounds crazy. What was it?
And 125,000 barrels a day, he says, is coming out of that well.
125,000 barrels a day.
Wow.
That is a lot of oil.
You will have this for another 4 months. There's nothing they can do about it. They even removed the one device day before yesterday that was supposed to siphon some of it off. And the reason being is the pipe itself, because of these extreme pressures, 20 to 70,000 pounds per square inch, was actually perforated down in the ocean. And even NOAA now, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, is admitting that the pipe is leaking and going out as far as 20 miles away with plumes of oil.
Plumes of oil?
Nelson appeared on MSNBC.
Wow.
What network, sir? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said.
What network was it, though? Because we like keeping the facts straight.
Yes.
because they say that you have plumes of oil that are seeping up as far as 20 miles away because of it coming out where the pipe was probably perforated when that extreme pressure hit it. So the individual said to me, Chaplain, there is no way to stop this for at least 4 months. And they said, after that, I said, what's going to happen? He said, Chaplain, we hope we can plant a nuclear device and cauterize this thing. I said, what do you mean, you hope? He said, Chaplain, this is a stratum of oil. No one's ever gone into it before with such extreme pressures. And they said, if that nuclear device is set off and it does not succeed, he said, we will fracture that stratum of oil, and it will never stop.
Chaplain, I have a question, if I could, to interject. I'm not an expert at all, obviously. But now, are they saying that it's because of the extreme pressures and because of a certain amount of depth, that it's not just about a cap, but there's a certain way that things have to be kind of big boarded because of what's been going on and with possible weather and stuff?
Mm-hmm. I'm not quite following your question. Ask again.
I'm sorry. If because of the extreme pressures.
Yeah, because of the extreme pressure, there is nothing. They have.
But no, that wasn't what he was getting at. Hold on, sir. That wasn't what he was getting
Chaplain.
at. Yeah.
I'm trying to phrase it. Because of the extreme pressures, can they? Is it about the cap not fitting, or is there an alternative because of the way the weather's been and what the possible thing is for that?
Weather has nothing to do with it. It has been because of the fact that they have tried everything that the oil men knew to do, they have attempted to do in order to stop that oil from coming out. But nothing has worked because they've never hit such pressure.
All right. Now, are these going to affect some of the seashells down by the seashore?
Not only is it going to affect the seashells, this is causing the death of human beings, and that is what is most concerning to me because of what was just issued the other day, just a few days ago, by EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, finally went to the Gulf of Mexico, and they measured what is called volatile organic compounds in the air.
Yep.
And they have said that there are 3 of these that are coming out that are deadly to human beings, and they are. You aren't being told half of the story. For instance, hydrogen sulfide is coming. You know, the average person thinks that the only thing that comes out of an oil well is oil.
Right.
That's not true. There are many things coming out of an oil well.
Why don't you tell us a few of the other things? Things like natural gas.
Compound. First one is hydrogen sulfide. The allowable limits by EPA that a person can breathe or take in through the air is 5 to 10 parts per billion, ppb.
Wow.
They have tested this past week current levels 1,200 parts per billion. The second one is even more frightening. Benzene. Benzene is toxic. It is a carcinogen. It forms cancer. The safe levels is so dangerous is 0 to 4 ppb, according to the Environmental Protection Agency. They measured this past week levels 4,000 parts per billion.
All right, we get it.
Wow, that's a lot.
Pastor, it's His Highness speaking.
Yeah, His Highness.
First off, I got to say, I think you've got a few of your facts wrong here, especially on the
I don't
levels.
think so.
No, really, I've heard conflicting reports on the levels, and I got to ask you one question, Pastor, because I call BP, I've called them for years, bad pussy. Could you say that, bad pussy?
No, stop.
No, I'm serious, because that's what they are, Pastor. But when you're giving these levels, I think you're just trying to scare the public. I don't think you're to the point with what you're saying, because scare tactics aren't. I've heard the Obama administration give us a whole different picture of what you're painting. So who are we going to believe now? Are we going to believe you, or are we going to believe the officials? And give me more reason. Let's cut to the chase here. In a nutshell, in 2 sentences, what are you exactly saying?
There you go.
I'm saying that people are in big trouble. The talk show host called me from Orlando, Florida, 2 days ago. He said, Chaplain, you've got to be on my show immediately. I said, what are you talking about? I can't. I'm literally worn out. I've done so many talk shows here recently. Joyce Norrie even had me on for 2 hours on Coast to Coast the other night.
Right. Coast to Coast.
On and on you go. He said, you've got to. I said, why? He said, people in Orlando are scared to death. I said, why? He said, I came down a week ago with respiratory problems. He said not only that, but he said 2 days ago, I felt like I wanted to throw up for 3 solid days. He said people are moving out of Florida so fast that you can't even get a moving company to tell you a date.
Okay, let's cut to the chase, though, Pastor.
Hold on, Ian. We got Uncle Paul, who's on the line. Uncle Paul, you're on with Lindsey Williams. He's an expert in the oil field.
Hello?
Hi, Uncle Paul. Lindsey, he's a regular, this Uncle Paul.
Hi, is this Sherwin Williams?
Hi.
Hi, I'm Paul Hargis. I teach 3rd grade. What's going on with all the Earl?
What's going on with...
What's happening with the Earl? Because it looks like it ain't going to stop. And the kids keep asking.
It won't stop for at least 4 months.
Huh?
It won't stop for at least 4 months. Let me give you an example. I'm going to take benzene alone. I want to give you what the government says is the danger of exposure to low levels of benzene.
Exposure? I got in trouble for that. Huh?
Yeah.
Go ahead, you talk.
It causes leukemia also. Weakens the immune system. Targets the kidneys.
Leukemia?
I think people have a right to know what's happening to them down there, and the government is not telling them the truth. You know, a person has a right to at least either stay there or move out. And if they knew the facts, they could make some proper decisions.
What I want to know is, because the kids are all scared, I like to take them down to the water. You know, we frolic. Is it dangerous to go into the ocean right now?
Oh, that's a great question.
Because I wasn't finished asking.
Well, let me give it to you right from CNN News. And, of course, I'm sure you really take them whether you do me or not. And CNN did a documentary just the other day. Kerry Kennedy did the program for them.
That was a terrible day. Where were you when it happened?
I was at home.
Oh. I was searching someone for stolen candy.
Okay, would you like to know what CNN said about this?
Yes.
They gave an example of the Exxon Valdez in 1989. And they said that the spill, when it took place, people who did the cleanup work. Now, this stuff is all over the beaches around the Gulf. And you know, they say that by October it'll be on the east coast of Florida and hit the Gulf Stream. And
you mean the Earl?
Those who cleaned up the BP mess, mess back in Exxon Valdez in 89, every single cleanup crew is now dead. And the oldest that any one of the members of the crew ever became before they died was 51 years of age. Now, you tell me what happened with
57 years young
in the Gulf of Mexico.
I'll be 58 in March.
Yeah.
Now, they say that what's being dumped in the Gulf of Mexico right now would be one Exxon Valdez every 8 to 10 days. And yet we have
good, right?
much of this to go before they can even do anything about it.
I don't know what to tell the kids, though, because they're all asking me. They call me Uncle Paul because I'm the teacher there for a long time, and they're all going, Uncle Paul, why? Why do I feel sleepy when I go over your house?
Well, maybe you should tell them what happened in Cornelius, North Carolina, just a few days ago.
Is it going to be dangerous for the kids?
Well, let me tell you what happened in Cornelius,
I ain't done asking yet. I don't know what to tell them when they start asking me. They're like, what's happening? Because you turn the TV on, and when I'm showing them the cartoons that I used to show Dudley and Arnold.
Well, why don't you tell them the facts about what's happening? And I'm trying to give you one if you'll let me.
No, I'm sorry. I run a bike shop, and sometimes we drink wine. But then Arnold left, and me and Dudley stayed when we was watching the oil show.
Well, I tell you what you do. You go on YouTube, and you look at the documentary that's done out of Cornelius, North Carolina. WBTV photographed it. A man was in a restaurant. He was in Vinny's Raw Bar, and eating a raw oyster, and he found oil.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
And his name was Matthew Robertson. And
I know
he had
him.
mindset enough to contact the local television station and have them come out and photograph it. Do you realize that there's not going to be such a thing as a safe seafood that a person can eat out of the Gulf anymore?
No, I didn't realize that until you just said it.
Well, let me give it to
I
you
usually
right
take
from the
the kids
scientists
for
themselves.
pizza.
Scientists
Then we
believe
go
that
to my
BP is
house and I
dumping
give them
millions of gallons of Corexic 9500, a chemical dispersant, right now in the Gulf of Mexico. They've dumped 2.9 million gallons a day. Corexic 9500 is a solvent 4 times more toxic than oil. The agent
a lot of numbers.
believe has 2.61 ppm toxicity level and would mix with warm water in the Gulf of Mexico. Its molecules are able to phase transition. The transitions involves the change of liquids to gases into a state that can be absorbed by the clouds. The gases are... Well, look at what's happening to the plants along the Gulf of Mexico. They say they're getting spots all over their leaves. And here's the explanation.
Okay, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for watching. Take care. Have a good one. And I'll be back probably tomorrow with more. Okay?